Double greens are in the air. And down into turn number 1, Zarola tries to lead the bottom shot, but it is Tom Fern. Goes to the outside. Fern gets a little bit loose. Here comes P.J. Zarola. Tom Fern has had a fast car in the opening laps, but as the race goes on, it seems to go away.
Trying to get out front while he can toward the front of the field. Tom Fern to the race lead. Alexander Fern looking to take the second spot away now in the outside lane from P.J. Zarola in car 20. Further back, too wide racing from 5th. Sturck up to the 4th position in car number 9 with Durant to right behind him in the 6th spot.
Keep your eyes on Alexander Fern, car number 12, the Seiko Foams machine. Reeling in on Tom Fern. Oh, trouble now. Fern is sideways. Alexander is locked together as the road was blocked. P.J. Zarola. And we've got car number 07 to the outside wall. Also coming forward is the 14 of Cliff Saunders, setting in the 7th position ahead of Verrecchio. Meanwhile, there is Alexander Fern coming to the front, down underneath one of the Saunders cars, directly behind Verrecchio. That is the battle for the 7th, 8th, and 9th position. Verrecchio moves into 7th with car number 39. Fern, Alexander moves into 8th. Saunders into 9th. Butler into the top 10.
Here comes Verrecchio to the inside of Meyer. Meyer, meanwhile, to the bottom of Kevin Gambacorta for the 5th spot. Kevin slides up the racetrack in car number 23. Meyer to the bottom in car number 87. That allows the top 4 to break away just a bit. Verrecchio, Fern, and Saunders all stacked up behind them from 5th on back in 3.
Meanwhile, Myers moves in, takes over that 5th position. But behind him is 3, 4, make it 5 cars contending for the same airspace. Verrecchio, car number 39, moving forward also. Verrecchio has been a consistent visitor to the podium this season as well. He's back in the 6th spot. All of a sudden, Gambacorta, car 23, is starting to back up. He is in the 8th position. We're not sure what's going on there, Kyle.
Hasn't been a good night for Kevin Gambacorta in the top 4 just a couple of laps ago. That 23 has been overhauled by several competitors, including Meyer. Verrecchio trying to get to advantage in the outside lane, but Keen back to the bottom.
There's no question, it is Keen on the inside. Sturck is right there. Verrecchio winds it up tight, down into turn number 3. Keen tries to guard the inside lane. They're wheel to wheel and side by side. They touch. As they come back to the stripe by a fender, it is Daryl Keene. Verrecchio still in the high lane. Here comes Sturck. Here comes Alexander Fern. It is Sturck to move in, take over 2nd, and right there with him is Alexander Fern.
And Alex Fern gets into Sturck just a bit, who slides up the racetrack. Fern to 2nd. Now Meyer will take that 3rd spot away, or attempt to take the 3rd spot away from Paul Verrecchio, who's in the outside lane. And here comes Kevin Gambacorta looking to continue that top 5 streak tonight, up to 5th, maybe 4th by the time they get to 3, goes to the inside of Verrecchio for the spot. Daryl Keene as they come back off the corner with 6 laps to run.
What an amazing run.
Trouble Verrecchio gets turned here on the front straightaway off the front bumper of Bobby Sturck, a couple of 360s. Will he keep the car fired up?
They were almost dead even. The front row. And it is Daryl Keene. Trouble now. And look at the move that Chris Meyer pulled off.
Outside lane slipped off turn 2. Keene and Fern. Here comes Gambacorta. 3 wide for the top spot. Is there enough room for all of them off the corner? The answer is yes. And it's going to be Meyer back to the corner. Keene, Gambacorta gets into Fern in turn 1. Fern will spin. And her night goes from good to bad, just like that. And a battle for the lead in 3,
caution,
but draws the caution.
Caution flag comes out.
We are back underway.
They fire them back up. Myers, look at Gambacorta in perhaps the move of the night. On the bottom of the racetrack. Gambacorta, but Myers pulls away down the back straightaway. Here comes Saunders. the 14 machine of Cliff Saunders. Working its way to the front of the class, it's short-lived because all of a sudden, Verrecchio is now back up on the podium in the third position.
Remember, he was backwards here on the front straightaway just a couple laps ago. He and Keene nearly come together. Both cars slide up the racetrack. Here comes the 14, Cliff Saunders to the inside, challenging Verrecchio for the third and final spot on that podium. Had just one win in this division coming in the last week, picked up number 2 a week ago, and looking for number 3 here tonight as he leads up the back straightaway for the final time. Zarella out of shape toward the back, but off of turn number 4, Chris Meyer will go back-to-back here in the late model division with the feature win here tonight.
Yeah, Kevin Gabricorda will finish an aggressive second.